Hey, welcome back everybody. So today we're going to look at my Pilbara Rock Monitors. I'm pretty sure this female just laid eggs. You can see how she's got all that loose skin there. And she's been digging in this nest box. Now this is the first time I am trying this nest box here. It's just a clear tote that I blacked out. Usually I think you should have maybe a tote that's a little bit taller, add a little bit more substrate. So this is actually a temporary enclosure that I have them in. This is only a 2-foot square cube, and usually I keep them in a 4-foot long by 2-foot deep by 2-foot tall. I moved this pair into this small enclosure so I keep a little bit better eye on them. So last year, well, I'll just kind of go back a little ways. I first got this pair, I think it was right before COVID, so I think, was that 2019? When I got these guys, I got like three or four clutches, I think, in the first year I had them. So then in 2020 or 2021, I got like another 3 clutches. I try not to overbreed them. I usually would let them breed, let her lay eggs, give her a month off, then do it again. Then 2022, I got a new house, so we moved, and then I decided to move them from a 4-foot long by 2-foot by 2-foot to a 4-foot long by 2-foot by 3-foot tall. And I think just moving them around that much to different enclosures maybe threw them off. They're also a little bit of an older pair. These guys are, I think now they're like 7 years old. And so anyways, last year, 2022, I only got 1 clutch of 2 good eggs, which was pretty unusual for these guys. And so I realized, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a smaller enclosure for a while just to monitor them and keep an eye on them and see kind of what happens. See if I can, keep an eye on their food intake. By the way, this is, I don't want to scare him. This is the male here. And then another one, it was the female. She kind of ran off, I kind of spooked them. So yeah, I put them in a smaller enclosure just to, kind of keep an eye on them and see how they do. And yeah, so we'll see. It seems like, things are working out because they're laying eggs. I don't plan on keeping them, I do not plan on keeping them in this enclosure for very long. This is just temporary while I'm trying to kind of figure out what's going on with them and make sure everything's alright. So let's go ahead and see. Now she had been in this box all yesterday and she just came out. So let's see what we got. And when I first started breeding these guys, I actually didn't even use a nest box. I had about 8 to 9 inches of dirt, sand, and cocoa fiber throughout the whole cage. And then she would usually just lay near the basking site. She'd usually lay in that area. So let's see what we got here. In fact, let me get maybe a bin and put some of this dirt in and see what we got here. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. Now I got this bin, so I can take some of this dirt out, see what we got. Also, real quick, let me see what the temperature is in here. It's in the 80s, and I have had the door open for a little while, so some of the heat probably escaped, but you can see it's in the mid 80s. Maybe if we dig down, it's a little bit more. Let's see. It actually feels pretty warm in here. 84. And that's what I incubate the eggs at, 84, 85. So let's just dig down, it might get even warmer. Let's see. '85. So you want to be in the 80s for the nest site. Let's see. And I saw her digging down in here. So I think it's gonna be somewhere over here. I don't think it's gonna be a big clutch, just from the size she was. I think it's probably only like maybe like, I don't know, 1 or 2 eggs. I used to get really big clutches from her, like, you know, I think 6, maybe 7 eggs if I remember correctly. Let's see what we got. And then again, last year she laid me a clutch of 4 eggs, but only 2 good eggs, and then they were done for the year. You know, I don't know if it's, you know, that they're, I don't think it's that they're older. I think it's just all the moving around stressed them out, and I think that has something to maybe do with it. And right when I'm done doing this, I'm gonna get her some food. Let's see. Oh, there's an egg right there. There's one. Just be careful. Let's see what we got here. 1. Maybe 2. Let's see what we got. The second one does not look good, so I just get some more of this dirt out of here. Oh, it looks like there's a second one there. That might be good. Just want to be very careful. Okay, looks like there might be 4 eggs here. Here's one. That might be good. One there. 2. That one looks good. 2. This one does not look good, but you know, so put it in the incubator and see what happens. And then I think I saw another one. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. There's she laid 5 eggs. This one looks good. Okay, cool. And here's another one. That's more than I was expecting this time. Let's see, we'll keep digging just to see if there's more in here. Just try to be careful. And this, you know, this substrate is actually pretty you know, it's not, if you watch my other videos on nesting with the Pilbara Rock Monitor, you know, it's not wet. It's not, you know, no water's coming out of this. But there is moisture to it. And when I'm actually like kind of picking at it out here, it's actually kind of hard. And that's kind of what you want, you know. It can hold a burrow, and that's what they like. You know, so it's got to be able to hold a burrow. Let's see. I'm thinking that's gonna be it. I may just go over there and dig anyways, just to see. You know, I highly doubt she laid in a different spot, but I'm just gonna check it out anyways. Let's move these over here. Just lay it nice in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one, this one's pretty soft and all. You know, you can see how these ones are nice and white. They're hard. And even like sometimes when they're like first laid, they might not, you know, they might be a little soft, but they're not, you know, this one's really soft and kind of deformed. You can see it just doesn't look like a healthy egg compared to those other ones. Let's see what else we got. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Nope, I think that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these eggs in the incubator, and then we'll be right back. We're gonna go feed her and get some weight back on her. And all right.